What can go wrong? To help engineers and scientists understand what can go right and wrong, consider the example of e-ink. E-ink is a technology. It's a great technology, came out of MIT. A company was formed in 1997. And it had some very nice properties, this technology. It's a display technology. It's thin like paper. It's high contrast, flexible, reflective, ultra low power. And you would know this as the display that is in the Amazon Kindle. And if I ask most people, how hard do you think it would be to commercialize a technology like this? Most people will say, shouldn't be that hard because it's such an attractive technology to start with. But you might be surprised to know that in spite of being a great technology and the fact that they had a very good team, that they received lots of media attention, and that they had 26 patents and deep scientific and technical work backing up the capabilities of this technology, they actually had a lot of difficulty in commercializing this technology. In fact, from the years 1997 to 2005, this firm spent over $120 million trying to commercialize this technology. And although they had success, it was slow and expensive as a process. The early employees and investors did not make financial gain. The marketing plan for e-ink was to sell first signs for retail, then displays, and later on to be able to sell display technology into ebooks. And the company starts in 1997. They initially tried to build a sign business with a customer of JCPenney, which they had some miscalculations and could not deliver. They had some funding problems that caused some layoffs. They were able to develop some key partnerships during that time period. After that, they restarted 3 projects, one of them again in the sign business, and then a watch display and another type of display. All of those failed within 2 years. One of their partners led them to an opportunity with Sony for an ebook display, and through a new process and new form of display technology, they were able to later, and this is basically 10 years after they started the company, actually able to create and sell a display for an ebook. What can we learn from this? First, often you're not sure what the product, the market, or the business model will be when you start, and that's okay. Another point, it's very expensive and inefficient to try to deliver on every opportunity, and many of the failures can be very expensive. The technology is only part of the problem. Developing an ecosystem of partners, suppliers, and customers is critical, and often this is the hardest part. You can see that technology push projects can take a lot longer than you would expect, and in fact the process is not linear, it's messy, and can be inefficient in different ways. However, you'll see from more examples later on that it doesn't have to be done this way, and in fact, quite often you can enter markets much more efficiently.